Hey guys, Fro here. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk on an interesting topic. Hopefully you guys will find this fascinating as much as I do. And at the end, I'm also going to share a resource which you're going to want to stick around for that. This is one of my favorite, I would say favorite extensions now in Cursor to future-proof myself in the space of the ever-changing landscape we live in from a Gen AI and LLM perspective. But before we do that, let's set the stage. We're going to be talking about source code. And I did the job of going to ChatGPT and putting in a prompt. I think most people in the tech space, AI space, and data space will know what the source code is. But here is the definition from ChatGPT. And we're going to go by this definition, and I'll use this as a springboard to talk about this very exciting extension I want to share with you guys. So what does ChatGPT say? It does say source code is the human readable set of instructions that the programmer writes in a programming language like Python, Java, C++, and JavaScript to tell a computer what to do. Human readable set of instructions. Examples: Python, Java, C++, JavaScript to tell the computer what to do. And it goes on to say this is essentially the recipe for a program written in word, symbol, structure, and on and on. An example here is print hello world in Python. So this will be your source code. Now, here is the thesis I'm going to share with you guys. And I think this is something that most of us will be familiar with. Here is a traditional workflow that has always been. You have a programmer, you have a user, you have a scenario. You essentially, today, with the way things are happening, will somehow want to get a source code out of that. So something in Python, something in Java, something in C++ that compiles to give you an application. Previously, you would have users coming in and writing that source code. So these are people who have training, have gone to school, have degrees, college degrees, master's degrees, and they're specialized at writing code. And this is where the whole practice of programming came into play, or software engineering, developers. This is what we've been doing. But what's happening, and I think most people are realizing that this whole industry is being upended, is being turned upside down. And I don't think I'm saying anything profound here. You have your developers who now, instead of writing the source code, are coming in with their favorite LLMs. And I'm going to zoom in here so we can see this a little bit clearer with prompts. So you essentially pick your favorite LLM tool or LLM experience or IDE. You prompt through that. You're generating some form of code. You putting that into GitHub. And ideally, most people would also take that code and build applications out of it. But here is a challenge. Where is the source code in this mix, given the reality of LLMs today? In this age we live, is it this or is it something else? And my thesis is that the industry is changing fast and we should keep up with that vocabulary. And premise is the source that is important for the end user is no longer this. The source that's important to the end user is this. So assuming that the premise of seeing the prompt as the source, and this is a natural way to look at this, because if you have this as your source, tomorrow, who knows, LLMs are big today, but maybe tomorrow something else will come. Now, what if you have it ready? So those prompts that you feed into the LLM today, and bear with me for this coming to the left, the prompts we're feeding into the LLM today, what if the next thing after the LLM, and you can simply take those prompts, put it in to give you those applications? Are you ready for that? Are you future-proof for that? And I think this is a challenge most people should be thinking about. And I don't believe the industry is paying as close attention to this as it might seem. My perspective is to treat with as much diligence and much rigor the prompts I use to build applications as I do the source code that is generated out of those prompts. And the premise being that these LLMs will change, they are interchangeable, and they will come and go. Knowing that if I take my prompts and put it to Cursor to get an output, I should be able to take that same prompt, put it to Lovable, and get an output. And it shouldn't matter which of these I plug into the picture. The consistent thing is my prompt, and that is the value. That is what you want to keep and treat with rigor. In the past, you treated Python with rigor. Now, Python is ephemeral. It can come and go. You can generate Python code faster than you can think. But what is of importance is the prompt and those ideas that you have, the iteration you go through. To me, that is a goal. So to hammer this home, let's come into Cursor here with a very basic example. I'm going to do an example I think most people will relate to build a simple Python application. And this prompt is important. Why? Because it's even an idea. So you first of all have an idea, and now you go ahead to build that idea. For most people, what is important is they're going to put in the prompt, go through a long session of vibe coding, and all they're looking for is the source. And this is what I think most people in the past will really care about. But again, to me, this Python code is not as important as the prompt I'm putting in to get this. Right now, I'm prompting in Cursor. If I'm prompting in Claude, I'm prompting in Codex, or I'm prompting in Gemini, I should still get to the same Python. But the common denominator, the true source, so the source code is the prompt. And I think hopefully this point will come across so vividly to the audience. So it's done. It's giving me a main. It's giving me a calculator class. It's also created some test classes. That's great. So I'm going to come in here, update the calculator with some other prompts. Now, and you might have a session where you have hundreds of this prompt. It's a back and forth. You're dialing in. Something is right. Something is wrong. You're getting errors. You're troubleshooting it. And if all you do at the end is save the Python code, again, I think we're missing it. And this is where the app, I promise, that extension comes into play. And what is it called? It's called SpecStory. So SpecStory is an amazing, to me, extension that I think people are not talking about. But to me, this is one of my most important extensions currently in Cursor, because it sits silently behind the scenes. Let me fire off that prompt. And it captures every single natural prompt I'm putting. Because the prompt is a true source code, that's what I care about. Even if I lose this Python, I can always go back to my prompt and recreate this Python code. So coming here to SpecStory, you see a history. I've done this several times. And if you open this up, every single user prompt is being collected and is saved, knowing I can grab this, send it over to Cursor, send it over to Claude, send it over to some other system, and I can recreate and rebuild this Python app. And if you don't want Python, you can do it in Java. You don't like Java, you can do it in C++. You don't like that, do it in C#. You name it, pick your favorite language. This is the game changer. Now, how do you get access to this? Is not just code. This almost plays into some level of philosophy. And I think that's where we're all heading. And I'm taking the bet. I'm making my bet that my prompt is what I really care about at this point in time. And I'll do whatever it is to save my prompt history. If I spend hours and hours and the last thing I want is to have an app without the history, because the app itself could be recreated. But what got me to that app? The effort, the corrections, the iterations, the lack of clarity, the clarifications I had to provide. That is what I want. That is the secret sauce, because I can learn from that in the next iteration, in the next LLM, and output something even better. So there you have it. Prompt as source codes. Is that how you think about it? Or do you still think GitHub and Python and all the things that we used to do there is a true source code? To me, I'm of the latter, and I'm treating these prompts as gold, versioning them, capturing them, and being ready for, as LLMs get smart, I have the prompts ready for them. Or if something else comes after LLMs or post LLMs, my prompt, I'm pretty sure, who will be ready for those things to get us apps and to get us solutions. So that is my thesis. And the app you're going to want to use for this is SpecStory. It's an extension. It's available in Cursor, Copilot, Cloud Code. It captures all of that. It saves it for you. And you should really be version controlling that, because that is your true source code. So hopefully this was helpful. A little bit of a rant, a little bit of a philosophy point of view, a little bit of a futuristic thing. But you gotta be ready for the future. If you're not, the future might just leave you behind. Hopefully this was helpful. As always, this is Fro here with Demo Hub with Fro Dev. Thank you for watching and sticking to the end. If you found value out of it, give it a thumb up. Share this with somebody that might get value out of it. We make videos like this, talking tech, technology, and data, also with a very keen eye on the future. So thanks again for watching. I will see you in the next